Hey guys, Rivet here. Welcome back to another episode. Cube World back again with Kit and Rivet, our faithful friends. Hope everyone's enjoying themselves today. Happy Wednesday, another hump day down, or as I like to call it again, it's Friday. I got the funky weird schedule. Ooh, and a level up. Ah, what a great way to start a positive day. Yeah, I got that funky weird schedule at work, so I work Saturday through Wednesday. So today will be my Friday, which is good. Looking forward to it. It's been a fairly productive week at work. I had on Monday was a holiday, so it's considered a sad holiday. I worked on it here in Nova Scotia. I do believe it's called Heritage Day, called Family Day in other parts of Canada, or President's Day in the United States. So always fun to have a day where I have to work and people are not calling in because they think I don't have to work. So it was kind of a nice, relaxing day. But still, it was fun, working with all my friends at work and everything. But yeah, things are good. Things are still going in a positive fashion, which is very, very excellent. Oh, dear God, Scubbles. And I do want to thank everybody for your support on the Fortnite videos that I did with my boy Lychee. I'm very thankful for you guys enjoying that series. I had a lot of fun with it. As of course, you guys know I adore my son. He's one of my favorite people in the entire world, or actually the absolute most favorite person I have in the world. So I really enjoy playing games with him. And it's nice to hear you guys commenting about how much you enjoy my my relationship and interactions with my son, because I love it too. I think he's a wonderful person, and even though he lives miles and miles and miles away from me, it's nice to have such a good relationship with my son. Even if I can't see him on a regular basis, I can at least hang out and talk with him and know that I have that bond with him that it's going to carry on for the rest of our lives. I think it's amazing. So thank you again, everybody, for that. And as you can still see, we got some lag running around. I haven't been able to fix everything on the PC as of yet. I got some more things to do with it. I just haven't had the time, to be honest. That's what it comes down to. I've noticed that there are some issues I've got with Windows Defender. That's been starting up and taking up 80% of my resources when I start the computer, and I can't disable it. All the old-fashioned ways I had to disable things are not there anymore. So I'm very thankful for Microsoft and their buggy software. All I can say is it gives me a platform on which to record and play my video games on, so I'm thankful for that. But stop breaking it on me, dang it. At least the sound's working. So that's the nicest thing after any of these updates. And again, I don't know at what point it gets broken. I think this is one of the weird things with software is that you can have it working, everything's fine, and then the updates come through. And the updates are meant to be, a positive thing, to fix errors and all that kind of stuff. But sometimes they just break things worse than ever. And I think a lot of it comes from incompatibilities with other pieces of software. So it's just, whatever is happening with my computer, I just need to reset it. And I've done it once, but I didn't do a thorough clean on it. I left documents and everything there and did a reset of everything, but I'm just going to give up the ghost and just do a fresh install of everything and just start from scratch. Spend the 5 or 6 hours tonight when I get home, stay up to the wee hours and just get everything done. I don't care. Time to stop fighting with it and just suck it up and fix it. So I've tried, but I've done all the easy stuff to fix it, and I just haven't been able to do that, which is whatever. Not the end of the world. It's still fine. It's it's maintenance. It's what you do when you got to use your computer on a regular basis. Now, if you guys are wondering where I'm heading off to, there is a town up here. I'm going to reset the day if it doesn't get reset by that point. Chances are highly likely that it's still going to be dark by the time we get to the town, which is great. I know I mentioned in my last episode that I was getting excited for a camera that I picked up, or was going to pick up at that point. I did end up getting it. Picked up on Monday. It's a Canon T2i. It's an older model. It's a DSLR camera. Nice. It came with a kit lens, they call it, which is a basic kind of lens. It does everything I need it to. It does record videos at 1080p and a bunch of other stuff. It does not have all the bells and whistles that I would have loved to have had in the camera. Oh dear God. I've got to fix this. Okay. For Mark and Grumpy L, I got to get myself a brand new what do you call it? The magic carpet, because I screwed up. You guys may recall last time that I could not find my magic carpet, and I don't know where I put it in here. And again, I have way too much junk to sort through everything. So, if you guys didn't see, Grumpy Owl had his episode come out 2 days ago at this stage. I think it is. He had his very first positivity one. And he actually learned how to fly in his hang glider. And if you guys are members of the Discord, Mark is also one of my friends online as well. He was poking in the in my chat because Grumpy Owl was saying that he'd learned to fly, and Mark was like, well, at least you know where your hang glider is, as a dig at me. So I'm going to go to town and buy myself a new one because I got the money. I'm going to find out where to put it, and I'm going to keep it there so I don't have to do this anymore. Dag nabbit. But yeah, oh, good Lord. Yeah, so anyway, I got the camera. It does not have all the bells and whistles on it, like I was saying, of like a fancy camera. But then again, I would have been spending like, you know, well over $1,000 to get all that. And there's nothing in the newer cameras at this level of my abilities that's justified for me to pick it up. So there's that. Temple of Guitar. What are we at? Oh, it's gonna be an easy temple, and we can get things next time. Okay, let's just go wreck this thing. You know what? We can do the easy thing. I haven't done this in a while, and I like doing it, so here we go. This is the hop on your dog and run to the boss. Piss off everybody. And they just follow you like crazy. Oh, wrong direction. Oh, good Lord. Whee! Yeah, this is my big bada boom. I love doing this. As you can see, I'm wrecking everything in very quick order here. I mean, that's a lot. Look, I made all the money I need for the hang glider right here. So there you go. And I didn't need to do. Okay, Kit, let's go. Grab a little bit more. We don't need all the money, but it's good to have. So yeah, I'm very happy with the purchase. Have not had as much time with it as I would like. I did do a little bit of test filming yesterday with it. Works well. It works to what I need it to. I wish that the weather was better because it's been overcast and rainy, which again I'm not going to complain about on the middle of winter, middle of February, and it's not snowing. I'm very ecstatic. Okay, let's just do this, and we got everybody coming down because this is how we roll. Everybody's gonna come in, and we killed that boss. We were killing the guy. See, look, it's just you feed into the frenzy. Everybody comes to play. Let me take a potion. Oh, I don't really need a potion. Here, do this. There we go. This is madness. This is absolute madness. Okay, fine. I got you. There we go. I have no idea. That was just an absolute nightmare of sounds. It was great. I'm very sorry for anybody's ears. So yeah, I was able to get some test footage and stuff done. The weather's been a little overcast and stuff, but that's fine. It's supposed to be better tomorrow. So that makes for a very, very relaxing first day. My Saturday on Thursday. It's going to be nice. I'm going to go out and do a whole bunch of running around and get some shots and footage that I want and do more testing to make sure that I'm at the point where I need to be with it. It's just, yeah, they just didn't follow me, which is great. Guess I could do this again. Can we level up again, everybody? Oh, Super Mage, stop it. Stop it. Oh, my Lord. I don't see anything. I'm just shooting blindly down the hall. Oh, there you go, Kit. You killed them all for me? Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. Very much appreciated. Oh, man. Look at all this junk. I went too far again, didn't I? Dag nabbit. Where I was standing, I think, was where I climb up. And around here? Yes, right here. Okay, good. That was quick. That was, like, super quick. It gives us time still to go and do what we need to do in town. Which is get a hang glider and fly again. So I can prove to everybody that I'm not an idiot. Well, less of an idiot than expected, which is fine. Fine. Ah, man. So yeah, I'm so looking forward to this spring, getting a whole bunch of stuff done and ready. And as of right this second, I have so much game footage recorded that I get to take the weekend off for myself. I'm going to do some recording with Lychee if I can, but starting tomorrow, you guys are going to see a 3-part episode of me playing Portal Knights with Grumpy Owl. And Mirren, I do believe, if I mispronounced your name, sorry, Mirren, or whatever, I think it's Mirren. We played Portal Knights. It's been about a week since we played for me, so my brain is not completely there. A lot of fun. They updated Portal Knights. There's now an adventure mode-ish thing on it, so we did that. Oh, good lord. A random nomad boss in the middle of nowhere. He's gonna stink. I will absorb all of your shenanigans, jerkwad. We get these every now and again in the world. Is you'll get a random animal boss, and because nomads are considered to be one of the critters in the game, you'll get the random boss of a nomad in the game, which is kind of cool. I always try to take those guys out because you never know what kind of loot you're going to get from them, so it's nice. Okay, we're right near down here. Yeah, so Portal Knights coming up here very, very soon tomorrow. Got 3 parts. Just as a forewarning, there was a glitch going on in the audio with Grumpy Owl. On his side, his audio was not being picked up. He was trying to stream at the same time as us recording it, or as us playing, I should say. He was also hosting the server for us. So I think his system may have been taxed for it, but every time we were doing some stuff, like sometimes if we were battling together, there'd be this god-awful screeching sound that would go through in the audio, and we couldn't quite figure out what was happening with it. So there is going to be intermittent issues with audio sounds, so headphone users be forewarned. I just don't have the time to edit that stuff out to my liking, so I apologize. But it's fun. They did the adventure update, so we did get to see a little bits and pieces of some of that, the changes that they've made, and I like it. I like it a lot. So Portal Knights is going to be kind of an ongoing thing again. You guys may know in the past that Armor Time and I used to play it. So, and Rocco seems to have enjoyed watching me fail and falter miserably. Now, again, once again, I do like to get on my soapbox every now and again and do talk about some of my friends and their abilities and stuff that they like to do. And I have talked about a lot of my friends that do, Cube World and the stuff that I do here. But every now and again, I'm going to talk about some of my other friends and things that are doing things that I think are outstanding. You just heard me mention Rocco Head. There will be a link in the description down below. He has been a follower of the channel for quite some time. Even, I do believe, started off when we were doing the Brew Gaming Network stuff. He's hilarious. He's a hoot. Older gentleman like myself, but he actually does streaming on Twitch, and he has a YouTube channel as well. So it's if you want to go check it out, the thing that impresses me exceptionally with Rocco is the fact that he plays Eve online, which is a game that I've always been interested in, but there's no way that I have the abilities to, or the time. Time is the biggest constraint for me to learn Eve. Eve is one of the oldest MMORPGs that I can recall. It's been around. It's not like WoW old, but it's up there. But it's one of those anomalies because of the fact that it's a space sim, and there's no reason for those to really take off because, get this, okay, oh, just a second, I'm doing this, I'm doing it. We're gonna do this. There we go. Take that, and I'll go boop. Thank you. Space sims, for a long period of time, they disappeared off the radar for everybody. And they were one of my favorite games to play. Back in the day, X-Wing versus TIE Fighter, or just X-Wing or TIE Fighter. There was also Wing Commander series of games. So there was a whole bunch of like adventure kind of games built around space simulators, because it was like flying, but you're in space shooting. Pew pew. Amazing. So much fun. And then there was Privateer was another one. Oh God, there was the X series of games, but there were a bunch of space simulators, and it was like a glut of them for a while. Like you couldn't spit without hitting a space sim, and then they just all kind of disappeared and faltered. They kind of make a little bit of a showing every now and again now, but in the interim, EVE Online was one of those games that just was there. And I have friends that have played it and that are exceptionally good at it. I just never had at first I didn't have the computer to run it. And then I just didn't have the time, and now I definitely don't have the time. But I do like watching EVE Online. I've got a couple of friends, like I said, that do it, And Rocco likes to stream as well. He does a whole bunch of other stuff as well. He's been an avid supporter of the channel here for quite some time. So, and since I do like to give shout outs to my friends and things, this is another one. And then I'm going to mention briefly Gopher, SJ Gopher, in the Discord, is working on a game as well. Very Cube World-like. It's called First Light. He's been posting some links in the Discord server, in my Discord server, of his. I think it's their work. I think it's the two of them that are working on it. I don't know if both of them use the Discord, or it's just one of them that does it. But they've been avid followers of the channel here as well. But yeah, they're working on a Cube World-ish like game that looks like it's a lot of fun. And they've been doing videos, and the thing I like about it too is the fact that they've been going like the behind the scenes on the development side of things and talking about what they're dealing with and how they're coping with like doing lighting and shading and different aspects of the game. And they kind of show like the bug reports on their games as they're going through, and I find it exceptionally entertaining. So they've been posting those in the Discord chat. So again, if you do like the interesting content and things, follow me on the Discord. There is always a link in the description down below for my Discord server, and then from there you could find everybody else's stuff. And again, I have a promote yourself section in my Discord, so if you are a creator and you do like to stream, make things, make video games, there's an art section I have there. Feel free to post links to things in there, because I've allowed that kind of thing to happen in the Discord. And within reason. Don't spam a bunch of garbage in there. Stuff. If you like I said, if you're a creator and you're doing something that's creative and fun, go ahead, link yourself. Promote yourself in my Discord, because links aren't allowed in my YouTube descriptions or my comment section. So I figure it's always a better way to promote yourself is hop on Discord. There's and that's where you're going to find like-minded people, like people that are following the community and whatnot. So I find it's a good way to do it. Grumpy Owl posts stuff in there, and again, we found some interesting things like Gopher working, SJ Gopher working on this game. Never would have known about it otherwise, but I like it. I like it a lot, especially if you guys are looking for a Cube World kind of game. Oh, fingers crossed to let me have a beta of it to play one point when it's playable. Oh, that'd be so cool. But yeah, we're just gonna wreck this and get going. So yeah, I'm gonna try to do this kind of thing. A little shout out for people, again, like my friends and people that are following that do things. I like it. It's interesting. I like I said before, is I like creativity in any shape and fashion. So I mean, for me, like you don't have to be like a YouTuber to be creative or a streamer or anything like that. You could be an artist. We've got Vector that does a whole bunch of little artwork and stuff posted in the chat, in the art section. And it's awesome. I just love the fact that people that are having, any creative outlet and feel free to share it. And I love that, my Discord has become one of those areas where people can actually post things that are not necessarily just computer gaming related, and that's not like Dream. He posts links to his mods in there, and I like it. I think it's cool. I try to groom creativity when I can. I think it's a very important thing. I think it's something that gets overlooked a lot of times as well. Like I know in education, a lot of the stuff that we get taught is about memorizing and all this other stuff, and the art classes tend to get frowned upon as being, like something less than, academic, where they're actually more so. I find that people that are creative, if you create, that means you're using a different section of your brain than just being analytic. And if you can nurture both sides of your brain, that's exceptional. And that's something that I always strive to do when I was growing up, was to be creative and analytical. And it kind of proved itself later on in life, because when I had a personality testings and attribute testing things done to see where I should do and what kind of jobs I should have, the psychologist that was running the test, I didn't go to a shrink because of any development issues or anything. Back in the 80s, I had to go to a psychologist in order to get IQ testing, that kind of stuff done. I was in university and I hadn't really chosen a career path at this stage. My parents were just kind of worried because of the fact that I was kind of scatterbrained with where I was going at university. So they were trying to help me out, and they thought, taking an IQ test and other things, and it just basically spent an entire day getting a whole bunch of tests done. But there was it was a personality test that was done, and the psychologist was like in shock because I hit the 99th percentile on both analytical and creative sides of my brain, which I guess is a rarity, which I didn't understand. But I mean, I just thought, creative and intelligent people were analytical. So, but it doesn't matter. What I was getting at, not trying to, toot my own horn or anything, but I think the creative process is something that's exceptionally important, and I think that more people should be praised for doing things creatively. Thinking outside the box, doing things a little odd. Dancing to the beat of your own drum, be it. I just enjoy that kind of thing. So yeah, if you guys are creative and you like to create new things and you feel like you want to share, join my Discord. Feel free to do so. I've got rooms meant for a lot of things. If I'm missing something, if you're creative in another fashion, if you want a room for making music or something and you want that, let me know. I mean, it takes me 2 seconds to create a new room for you guys. I try to cover all the bases, but if I've missed something, let me know. Not the end of the world. I'm open to new suggestions about things, but again, I'm human. I fail. I'm flawed. I ain't not perfect, which is great. I love not being perfect. It's wonderful. I love having errors in my thing, just like my gameplay style. I'm a noob gamer. Fortnite, I love that people were saying that I didn't get grief, but I was like being told, it's like, you didn't get a kill when you got your victory royale. I'm like, that's right. Just knocked down the house that the guy was standing in, and gravity did the rest, and my son Lychee did all the other work. But you got to choose your partners when you want to win sometimes, especially when you're not as good at gaming like I am. But with that all being said, I do want to thank everybody for all of your continued support. This positivity challenge, this is episode 3. I don't think it's going to go anywhere. We got one more to do for sure to keep up with my promise to Grumpy Al, but I'm pretty sure this is going to maintain. The response has been outstanding. You guys have been wonderful, as always. Thanks everybody for all your continued support, and I see you guys in our next episode of Cube World on Sunday. And if you are so inclined, come back tomorrow, and I'll have some Portal Nights up here. A lot of fun. Anyway, thanks again, everybody. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.